Globally, the business of medicinal cannabis is taking off. In 2022, the sector was already valued at nearly $14 billion. Currently, there are about 60 countries that have legalised access to some form of medicinal cannabis, and that's set to grow exponentially over the next decade. Last year, leading New Zealand medicinal cannabis companies, Cannasouth and Eqalis, announced a proposed merger. It's anticipated this will help to capitalise on export potential, as well as to better serve the needs of the local market with easier access to more affordable pharmaceutical quality products.
Both businesses have developed, individual or areas of expertise in the supply chain that when you put them together is quite a powerful force. So the first thing that we need to do is make sure that we can develop products that are more effective, but also more affordable for patients, so that we can unlock that market here in New Zealand. But equally, the global market is developing, incredibly fast. It's highly complex, highly regulated. It requires, products to be manufactured to pharmaceutical standards in many cases, which is, what we've spent the last few years developing.
To say it's been a steep development curve for both companies over the last few years is an understatement. Each have made huge investments in different but complementary aspects of the emerging industry, and all while the global regulatory environment has been changing around them.
Well, I think everybody that is looking at the sector understands that the regulatory barriers are difficult. They are hard to achieve. Some will have you believe that they're unobtainable. That's not the case. It just takes a while. This is the pharmaceutical industry. So getting compliant facilities, building the team and actually getting to the start line has been a bit of a pain point, but we're there now.
One of Cannasouth's focus areas has been perfecting the development and cultivation of premium cannabis flower, a highly valued treatment option for which there is big demand globally in dried form. To grow it and cultivate it, they've invested in a large high-tech greenhouse and production facility in the Waikato, the first of its kind in New Zealand. It has a pipeline of new formulations and drug delivery technologies and plans to support targeted clinical trials. Eqalis has equally invested, leveraging its horticultural expertise to grow commercial-sized outdoor cannabis crops. It has also refined its cultivation techniques, as well as developed more effective ways to extract and process the cannabis. Part of its evolution has been building GMP or pharmaceutical-level manufacturing facilities that comply with new regulations, a foundation which will enable it to quickly ramp up production.
Well, some of the areas where Eqalis are particularly strong is in the process engineering side. With Greg Misson's experience in that area, they're onto some very interesting technology development. So that's producing the ingredients at a very cost competitive price. So that's a powerful thing. On our side, we've obviously got our cultivation facility, which is highly innovative, but we've also got pharmaceutical development experience too. So if we talk about the full pharmaceutical type products, if you can combine low cost of production with value-added technologies that improves the delivery of the active ingredient to the patient and the therapeutic effect, you've got quite a powerful combination.
Currently, most of us associate medicinal cannabis with active ingredients, CBD and THC, but there are actually many more active compounds. Identifying these could not only extend what medicinal cannabis can be used for. At the moment, it's most commonly used to manage pain, treat anxiety, or sleep disorders. It may also enable more personalised ways for patients to take or apply cannabis products.
At the moment, we believe there's over 110, 113 different cannabinoids that are metabolites of the cannabis plant. They all potentially have some kind of therapeutic or pharmacological action. The last time I looked, which was fairly recently, there was almost 40,000 peer-reviewed publications from research centres around the world looking at the potential of cannabis to provide new medicines to patients. That's vast.
Top of mind for both companies is how New Zealanders can easily and legally access high-quality medicinal cannabis products made here in New Zealand.
The sector is growing, but here in New Zealand, we still have around 265,000 people using medical cannabis, but only 6% sourcing it from legal sources. So we think the demand is growing, but also the propensity to use illegal sources is. And so our role in that is to actually make that medicine, the legal route, more attractive.
In 2022, Eqalis launched Restore Me, an independently operated online clinic managed by qualified health professionals. It was created to unlock patient access to medicinal cannabis products and at an affordable price.
A lot of the conditions that people are using medicinal cannabis for are pre-diagnosed. They don't actually require a physical examination. You know, if you think about things like sleep, pain, anxiety, etc. as a few examples, you know, so that also takes a bit of stigma out for the patient as well. They can, in the comfort of their home, talk to a prescriber. So I think, you know, there's a few things converging at once that mean that telehealth and specialist cannabis-based clinics are providing real value for patients.
The merged businesses will have full control over the end-to-end process, from plant and product development, new technologies for cultivation and manufacturing, marketing and distribution, and IP creation. It's a win-win for all their stakeholders, from patients to prescribers and investors.
We'd like to hold the gateway to the technology that enables people to have access to affordable medical cannabis globally. So we would like to be that company. In fact, we fully intend being the company that does that. And at the same time, those technologies being quite disruptive, we were able to license them globally around the world, and that's very, very good for our investors.